What we do is we have we have servers sitting in our server rooms, which effectively have pipes coming from, imagine Comcast or Dish Network pipes for all 200 plus channels and even local channels. And we are listening to those signals and we take signatures of the content that's playing. What's happening is we do video recognition, AI, and machine learning, and OCR technology to recognize the text on the screen, what that content is about. If we see a logo for a particular brand, we recognize all that to understand, all right, this is an ad for Mercedes, right? When we see a logo of Mercedes at the beginning and at the end of the ad, we recognize this is an ad for Mercedes, which is doing a promotion, since we see a 2% APR offer at the end. So that's what's happening on the server side. So we do what we call video ACR to understand all the metadata about the pieces of content for shows as well as for commercials, and we index that, and we take a fingerprint and keep it in our server. So it's all that's playing on live TV, as well as historically all content of TV is indexed on our servers. The next step, which is the more interesting one, which is where I think your question was going, is we now have our technology, our ACR technology, installed on smart devices of consumer smart devices. The consumer smart device is now taking a fingerprint or a signature of the piece of content that's being watched, and it's sending that to our server where the match is happening. And we now recognize, aha, the consumer just watched that Mercedes ad. So that's how we are collecting data, and we're doing that at scale and in real time. What we do is, from all those various channels that you just gave the list, which is not just digital, TV, OTT content, we can now understand the reach that a brand had across all those channels, right? So that the brand has a very holistic view of, all right, we cover this set of audience at this reach, and what's the frequency that they were able to reach that audience across all those channels. And then provide the performance side of it as well, which is how did it work, right? And what worked? Which combinations of channels worked? Which combinations of channels did not work?